I'm fascinated actually by, again, not getting like necessarily too deep, but looking at almost like, you know, why we do what we do as humans. Like, what is it that as Homo sapiens forced us to kind of go from Africa and think beyond the horizons? Why did the Polynesians decide to invent all sorts of boats and go in search of, you know, James Cook as well, British man? Why did he all of a sudden go from sort of Britain all the way and discover Hawaii, you know, eventually to his death and stuff, that fatal voyage and stuff? What was it? Captain Webb, actually, I mean, you know, this is probably going down a little bit of a rabbit hole and stuff, but this is one thing I've been thinking a lot. But Captain Webb, I spoke about so much about the English Channel, but, you know, after that, whether he needed to, you know, another swim or whatever, I don't know what it was, but he decided to try and swim across, I think it was Niagara Falls, and eventually to his death. They even found his body, and he didn't even drown. His body was crushed by the weight of the water. Right. And gonna be completely honest, like there was times, you know, during the swim where it was just like dark moments, like I said, and I almost went completely feral, because but equally was like, is this Captain Webb-esque? Do you know what I mean? And stuff. It's just like, do you stick or twist? You know, do you gamble? Like, and do you know what I mean? It's like, when is enough enough? Like, it's Shackleton as well. So a lot of people talk about, you know, Shackleton, an amazing explorer, went to the Antarctic and led his men through the most adverse conditions imaginable, and he's now quite rightly celebrated for all that he achieved. But also he died in debt. You know, and he was always trying to go on these expeditions to probably sort of, whether it was to solve a financial issue that he had, or, you know, this kind of innate desire to fulfill, I don't know. So honestly, like during the whole swim, I was actually sort of sitting there and thinking, like, you know, a lot of people will celebrate the British eccentric, you know, but when's enough enough? Because there's a fine line between being celebrated and not. If I was sitting here right now and I made it as far as Scotland, you know, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, my phone's gone crazy. I've not really checked it for the last 24 hours because I can't keep up with everything, and it's amazing. But I can't remember who it was now. I mean, Daniel Cormier recently, I love UFC, as you know, beat Derek Lewis. And he said, yeah, he goes, I don't check my phone after a fight. He goes, because people can see that you've seen their messages. And he said, but you've got to understand it's impossible to reply to everybody, because you're then having conversation with 1,000 people. And that's kind of what it feels like. But there was another, I think it was, I don't know who it was now. I don't know if it was a UFC fighter or a boxer, but they said, you know, when I won a world title, I had 1,000 missed calls, and when I lost, I had 2. It was from my mum and an unknown number, you know, and it was just kind of like, yeah, so sorry, to come back to the captain.
You're trying to make sure that you realize that people are celebrating the event and not necessarily you, and that if you didn't make the event, you might not get this, so you're trying to take some of this in stride?
I just, maybe just like, how, be happy in yourself. If I'd have turned up yesterday, and I think what it was is certainly going around Scotland, which was the harshest moment. I remember thinking, like, why are you doing this? You know, and it was something innate. It was something that I honestly think, you know, we humans, something within it. I know I probably have it, but why we wanted to climb Everest, Polynesians cross the oceans. I have whatever that is. I don't know what, you know, wanderlust, but there's something probably a bit more, because it's this sense of, you know, fusing wanderlust with mental and physical fortitude. I don't know why I do it, but it's innate.
But it's pure human spirit. I mean, that's all you have left when you're in Scotland and the weather is horrible and it's freezing. I mean, you strip it all the way like and take the feral out of it. I mean, it's this spirit that's left, right?
Yeah. Just like, yeah, it is. Or not even like human spirit. You like, when it's so animalistic, you've got to understand why a feral dog will like fight to the bitter end against a lion. You know, and it's because it's just, there's something that that will to survive and stuff, but then not only survive, but thrive, like achieve something.